It is time for the health tip of the week with Alex Economy.
This is Alex Economy, your Winona Hy-Vee dietitian with your health tip for the week. Today I'm here with Kay Peterson. She's a master gardener, and we're out here in the Hy-Vee Sprouts gardening classroom for kids. Kay, what kind of tips do you have this year for gardening? I know we've had a lot of rain recently.
We've had a lot of rain, and today we finally have the sun, so it's a good gardening day. Alex asked me to help her plan her garden, and down on this end you can see that there is nothing really growing. We've had so much rain lately that some of the seeds drowned out, and she told me cucumbers were gonna come up here, and I recommend replanting.
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
This can be, you can tell that nothing's happening, and they don't take long to come up.
Okay.
And they're just, it's a perfect condition with the wet soil right now, so
okay,
go
great.
ahead and try that.
I will definitely do that. Now why don't we head over to the tomatoes? I heard you're really into tomatoes this time of year.
So here we have Alex's cherry tomato plant, and I brought this tomato along to show you just how, in case you haven't planted your garden yet,
sure,
how you can plant successfully. So I'm looking at this tomato plant, and I brought my pruners because it's really important that you don't have leaves touching the ground.
Okay.
You need to make sure that air can flow, and these are called suckers. They're really not going to produce any of the fruit anyway. So if you leave these close to the ground, it can cause diseases.
Okay.
And even things like mildew. So it's okay to have a few areas that are empty, and even just one more. Now you can see there's a lot more airflow, and we're going to be okay. And you can compost this part.
Wow, that's a great tip, Kay.
Well, thank you. I brought a new tomato plant in case someone out there hasn't planted. If you haven't ever heard this before, I just learned this a few years ago. You can plant a tomato plant all the way up to its neck.
Oh, wow.
As long as you remove these small suckers on the bottom again, the whole stem has roots ready to go. And this way, the root that's in the ground, all of this will be in the ground, and that'll be a stronger root structure for the whole plant to grow.
Wow, I've never heard that before about tomatoes. Let's head over to the radishes and carrots, because I need you to talk about thinning them, because that's probably my biggest challenge when it comes to gardening.
Let's go.
All right, Kay, I've got my radishes right here, and I've done some thinning, but I'm gonna need some tips for you on really how much thinning I should do to make sure that they grow in the best conditions.
Right, this is really important. Often people will be afraid to thin, and then in the end, their radishes will be just too small. So Alex, what we're looking for is about between 2 and 3 inches between each radish.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're going to be disappointed. The radishes will be too small. So I'm going to take this one out, and that looks good. We're going to remove this one. And once you get used to this, you don't need the ruler anymore, but it kind of helps at the beginning.
Kay, I really appreciate you coming out here and helping me. These garden tips are going to be great for gardening this summer. Now, remind me again, what's that website?
It's called the University of Minnesota Gardening Info website, and there's a diagnostic tool on there called What's Wrong with My Plant.
Perfect. I will definitely be doing that. And if you have any questions about our Outdoor Sprouts gardening classroom, feel free to write me at aeconomy@hyvee.com. This is Alex Economy, your Winona Hy-Vee dietitian with your health tip for the week.
And you can catch the health tip each Tuesday here on 25 Today.